Oh. I don't know why she does this every time. Hello everybody, welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews. That was Freya, I'm Jason. We're bringing you today's video. Apologies if I'm talking funny, I caught my tongue the other day. So today I want to bring you, I want to talk about the sequel to a book that I've talked about in the past. Guys, as always, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We're just a small family channel. We just love to talk about books, and we would appreciate all the support you want to give us. We're going to do this anyway, though, so keep tuning in for the videos. So, today, I want to talk about Dashing Devil 2, I got to enunciate because of this cut, by G.D. Brooks. I'm not going to do my usual 4 categories because I did those in the first book. This might be a little bit of a shorter video too. It won't take too long to really go over the book without revealing any spoilers. So, Dashing Devil 2 picks up pretty much right after 1. Almost hours after 1. Boyd and his companions, the rest of his team, are on medical leave. Although they have been, and it's like 24 or 48 hour medical leave, they heal fast, and plus a healer came into town. So they've been healed up, so they're making, it starts out with them just making an appearance before they go on medical leave, and then it just goes from there. Now, the majority of this book, the majority of Dashing Devil 2, it's not quite a slice of life, although it comes pretty close because it's not really driving too much towards the plot. It is still driving towards the plot. They do still fight supervillains. They do learn a little bit more about the evil supervillains out there and the fact that somebody is coming after Boyd. Now, as they learned from book 1, they weren't coming after him to kill him. They were coming after him to kidnap him. And that's pretty interesting, although not too surprising because, again, he's got an incredibly rare power. I think, the 3rd time it's been seen in like 1,000 years or something along those lines. So his power is incredibly rare and incredibly powerful, and almost multiplicatively powerful because, again, he's an enhancer. Now, we do have, and I'm not going to reveal the plot spoiler here, but we do have one interesting thing that gets revealed at one point within the book. Kind of a subplot, not a subplot, almost like a double agent, triple agent kind of thing working in the area as well. So, and working both for, not really against Boyd, but without his knowledge, I suppose. And a lot of this book is more focused on Boyd's past and Sylvie's past. And almost in a way, sort of the trauma that he was put through when he was learning to control his powers, and when he was being trained at the PAC and as a small child. Because as they covered in the first book, Boyd being an enhancer, and they wanted to experiment with his powers and find out what they could do. He was drugged, and basically he was raped. He was forced to have sex with various women and even men. That's how they discovered that his powers wouldn't work on men. He was drugged. He has almost no memory of it. Just enough of a memory to keep him a little bit bitter about it, and of course a little bit wary of things. And that it's one of the things that I find interesting about this series. This book actually was a little bit better than book 1. Book 1 was not bad, obviously, since I'm reading book 2. You guys have noticed there's a lot of series where I may have talked about book 1, never talked about book 2 again. Book 1 was good enough for me to review, it wasn't quite good enough for me to continue on with the series, not when there's so many other options of things to read out there. This one, I was interested in reading book 2, and they're really kind of setting the tone of how evil the organization that he works for can be. Obviously, he's a hero. They're there to protect people. His handler definitely seems like one of the good guys. There to protect him. There to protect people. There to protect his teammates. And yet, the things they did to him as a child, I mean, just absolutely incredible. The things they did to Sylvie as a child, absolutely almost unfathomable. It's incredible the things that Judy Brooks puts in there as what was done to these people, to these superpowered beings, when they were children. And of course, because of that, Boyd has a lot of hang-ups, and a lot of this book is dealing with him figuring out how to get around those hang-ups to actually utilize his power and to expand out his team. Because that is the goal. The goal is to expand out the team. The goal is to enhance more people. The goal is to create a full-blown team that have been enhanced by Boyd from A rank to S rank and are able to save more people. I mean, in book one, he just killed one of the most powerful beings out there. And he's not even S rank. He's not even the most powerful of the supers. So that's what a lot of this book is focused on. A little bit focused on subplots, or the overarching plot, but not all that much. Definitely more focused on Boyd and his team. So a little bit of a slice of life. One thing I do appreciate is there was a little bit less of the nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Still a lot. And they are freaking long. So if I were, I always say if I the only books I review on here are the ones that if I were to take out the adult sections, you'll still have an absolutely fantastic book within that genre. In this case, if I were to take out those adult sections, you would have an absolutely fantastic novella. Not quite a short story, but definitely not a book within the superhero genre. So the scenes, there's not as many of them as the first time around, I don't think. Didn't really strike me that way. But they're still really freaking long. Actually makes it tough for me to skip through them because they're honestly they don't grip me that much. The story does. So if you guys like superhero literature, superhero novels, overarching mysteries, enhancers, things along those lines, check out J.D. Brooks and his Dashing Devil series. Dashing Devil 2 is pretty good after you guys hit the like and subscribe buttons, of course. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye now.